beautiful evening in downtown Memphis, Tennessee. Our setting tonight, the FedEx Forum. And you've got it on TK Sports for Wednesday night action in the NBA. With Greg Anthony and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldrich will be reporting from the sideline. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks very much. The Wizards have struggled the last couple of years, so some people were surprised that Bradley Beal signed an extension there. Beal said, today a lot of stars want to team up. No knock. I'm a firm believer in sticking with what you got. If I win a championship in D.C., that'll hold way more weight than if I just left and tried to get one. Kevin?
Oh, I love that story. David, thank you. And now Washington's starting group. Alex Len out there with Rudy Hachimura. Then there's Bradley Beal. Then it's Avdia. And it's Neto in at point guard. And for the Grizzlies, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Robinson is out there with John Moran. And it's Brooks in at the 3 spot. Greg, we're still involved in the conference system. Does it hold relevance as we're looking here at the standings mid-season?
Yes, and there's also some tradition at stake. I mean, look, that said, in a perfect world, you'd like to see the best 16 teams make the playoffs each year, but we've had, imbalance in conferences forever, so that's not going to change, but sometimes change is just necessary.
How about quickly for the playoffs? Would you like to reseed and take the top 6 teams, 1 through 16?
I would. I think that'd be a great idea.
Now, Morant. Bradley Beal missing from long range. Morant's against Beal, and the layup is good.
Screen assist by me.
About the body control. Morant, even when under duress, stays calm, cool, and collected.
Here's Neto. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Charlotte.
It was never all about himself. He came away with a lot of assists in that game and just kind of kept everybody in the mix.
Beal's gone 50% from the arc, 1 of 2. Morant gets to Robinson. We play just over a minute here in the first. Here's Jackson. Hachimura grabs the miss. Washington's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Len, takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
You see, he had very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
And Robinson gets
layup
on the assist by Jackson.
Great off ball movement.
Defensive inside with the pass. That's just good ball movement.
Here's Neto with the putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. Now here's Brooks. Really played well against Milwaukee his last out.
Assist for me.
Gets it to go.
Such excellent body control. I mean, Brooks can absorb contact and finish at the rim without having a shot. Effective at all.
Beal. Grizzlies with the rebound. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Wizards team.
An interconference matchup. Last season, they went 2-0 against this club.
Memphis moving it around. Morant left side.
One thing Morant does with consistency, I mean, he keeps defenders off balance.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throws of the night. That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Neto, guarded by Morant. Beal gets a wide open look. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
A key staple of Beal's game, all he needs is a little separation. And his 3-ball, cash.
And we so often talk about the elite scoring, but Beal's playmaking is now reaching that same level.
It just shows you how talented and unselfish he is. All he wants to do is win. I mean, that talent requires help from your teammates. So he uses his vision and his ability to keep them involved.
Washington leading now by 3. And here's Neto outside, and the Wizards hit again from deep.
What a good time for the three-pointer. The fast break had the D scattered all over the place.
Morant passes to Robinson, and they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Here's Beal. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Hornets in Charlotte.
And don't leave out his rebound. He had a big impact in that game with all his effort on the glass.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this.
This is it for Robinson. Valanciunas against Glenn. And Valanciunas kicks to Robinson. Avdia with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Buries it down low.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
They're just playing smart basketball, reading the floor well and executing.
Now here's Brooks. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Jackson finds Robinson. That's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
Layup.
And that's now 6 points for Robinson.
Oh, he's got to roll in this quarter, taking it on himself to guide their offense.
Hachimura against Brooks. Inside. Beal with the bucket. Beal's got 10 points.
He's putting the hammer down. Dominant quarter for him, trying to push out that lead.
Morant passes to Brooks. He kicks to Robinson. Here's Valanciunas. Rejected by Len. And again, Washington running the court in transition. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
Just plain intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at this point. Thomas Bryant is checked in for Washington. The Grizzlies have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 and 2 so far.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And it's Neto with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. 7-point differential. Hachimura kicks to Neto. Now, here's Avdia. Brooks covering. Just fine to shoot. Got a piece of it. And he's got his first free throw of the game. And he makes the first. Travis Bertans checks in for Hachimura. No good on the second free throw. So for Washington, their last game a loss to the Hornets. Down low, here's Robinson. Good, and a nice assist.
Layup in transition.
Morant's got 3 assists now in this one.
But this is why Morant's teammates love to play alongside him. I mean, exceptional vision, and he's incredibly unselfish.
Now here's Beal. He's got 12. Now Bertans. Washington needs to get a shot off here. Beal can't get it to go. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Anderson outside. And there's the pass to Morant. Takes it off the glass. Morant.
Screen assist by me.
Today is Morant's ball handling challenge. Fast, smooth, effective.
Jackson against Beal. Here's Bertans off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Robinson. Count the bucket.
Layup in the foul.
He's got a free throw coming up as well.
Taking things into his own hands. He's been a beast.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Some changes for Memphis. Brandon Clark comes in for Jaren Jackson. And Grayson Allen subbed in for Morant. Daniel Gafford's checked in for the Wizards. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Beal.
First game one.
UNLV Greg has produced great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon, but also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Diaz, who was a tremendous player, and right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and up and comer in Christian Wood.
Good times can't get it to go. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Here's Clark, and that's good.
Assists in transition.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
The pass to Bryant. Here's Gafford. Pass to Bertens. Here's Hutchison, defended by Allen. It's deflected.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker.
Assist for me.
Having an average wingspan. You gotta love his hustle, leading the defense, man. No time to react.
How about not settle? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Here's Neto, following the score by Memphis. Gafford passes to Hutchison. Stolen by Anderson. To the paint.
Assist for me in transition.
Clark's got 6 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Bryant up top. Back to Neto. Will it go? Allen with the rebound.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. You see a lot of this.
Assist for me.
That one good for 2. And now a 5-point Memphis lead.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
So timeout call here. The first for Washington.
And the lack of rim protection top of the list. How
the pass to Bertens. Floats one. Neto can't get it to go.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Jackson down Judas. They're in the middle. Morant is out there with Robinson.
Morant hits the 3 in transition.
That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the Bucks, made a big difference. He finished with 17 points. He was so skilled at earning trips to the line, he frustrated the defense in the process. That was just the latest in a solid string of performances for him. Obviously looking to keep the momentum going here this evening. We'll see how he does, Terry.
All right, David, thanks. The impressiveness Greg he showed the other night. We'll see if he can match that intensity here.
I'm a believer. I think he can produce at the same level tonight.
Yeah, and hopefully he doesn't overthink it. He just needs to go out there and play his game.
Pass to Hachimura. Back to Neto. Just 5 on the clock. Puts it up. The Wizards with another miss.
He found open space for mid-range. Just maybe rush his release a little bit.
Valanciunas.
Assist for me in transition.
Robinson's got his 6th assist on the night.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Now here is Hachimura. He's coming off a 13-point game against Charlotte. Neto, that's a 2-pointer. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. So for the Wizards, Obvious checked in for Hachimura. And it's Ish Smith in for Raul Neto. A tremendous mobile 1 block that we can't see again. Great send back.
determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
Passes it to Hutchison. Feet out and he hits it. Memphis leading by 14. It's stolen by Smith. And here comes Smith leading the fast break. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Wow. The high activity of Smith is what leads to these chances. Using his quickness incredibly well.
And Washington making a change. Hachimura is checked in. Washington shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right
We're in a transition.
That's a Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
He'd be brilliant, and Kemba is one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being. And they got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Valanciunas is good.
They're doing a
Where I am with this test.
getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Time call here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
And add Valanciunas to the list of traditional bigs who are trying to stretch out their games. Last year, he shot more threes per contest than in any other season. He actually hit them in a decent clip.
Raul Nedo's checked in for Washington. Bryant passes to Neto. To the inside. And the dunk by Hachimura.
Wow, rising up with force. I love when Hachimura elects to dunk. Great work.
And even though Valanciunas has added the 3-ball to his game, his value to this team really lies elsewhere.
And yes, you better know where his bread is buttered and stay in his lane. There's no question he's there to be a space eater. Look, think about it. He gives you high level.
First and one.
He wants more minutes on the floor. An improved jump shot is key for him.
Here's Neto, guarded by Morant.
Steele starts the transition opportunity.
Man, I love watching this kid play. Morant, he's just electric at the offensive end. He's having a night.
Wizards trail by 19. Here's Neto. He's got 5. The pass to Bertens. Back to Neto. 6 to shoot. Over Morant. And it's off the back rim. No good.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Brooks with the money.
3-pointer in transition.
I mean, they want Brooks to take these type of shots. And you see why.
Neto surveying the floor. Stolen by Brooks. Here's Morant.
You gotta love how attacking Morant is. I mean, he's so excellent at forcing the issue to get in the foul.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
An 89% free throw shooter puts him right there among the league's best from the line.
First free throw is good. Good on both. Washington calls timeout.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
And yeah, they have to regroup and revisit their strategy at the defensive end.
And so it's Neto with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. As to Abia. clock at 6. And just miss after miss right now.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Jackson misses.
He's not an easy man to stop him. He's attacking the basket. The D doing everything he can.
Neto, the pass to Hachimura. And he lays it straight in. Hachimura's got 4 this one.
When defender mixes it up with Hachimura, Rudy's physicality gets him through.
Pass to Robinson. Over Bryant. They go again. Allen Chivitz. He calls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
There's plays to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Top of the key, Hachimura. Shoots over Morant. And the shot is long.
His interior scoring is one of the things that drives their offense. Don't expect him to miss me at all.
And then Morant. Get it.
Morant way up. Fine.
There's 39 seconds left to play in the first half.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And here is Hachimura. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Here's Neto. And the rejection by Jackson.
Go on this quarter for him. I mean, you can see by his body language.
Assist for me.
Once we hit the second quarter, it just seems as if those threes just started to fall like raindrops.
Over in the corner, Avdia. Cracks in the tray. Avdia's got 6 points.
When we come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Let's talk about great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
John Moran has been leading the charge, guys, for the Memphis Grizzlies. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of the team. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot, Joan.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a run. Bradley Beal having a dominant impact in this one.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more.
Assist for me.
Yeah, the defense did do a very good job of staying.
Start in the second half with a double.
They make an adjustment.
Taking a look at the Wizards. Hachimura out there with Alex Len. Then out there. And there's Bradley Beal. And it's
Oh, that Doris from Hachimura here absorbs the foul and still snags again.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
The Hachimura's given name, Rui, means fortress in Japanese. And that's what he looks like out there. He's worked hard in the weight room, sports a solid frame with a terrific core and that great lower body strength.
He doesn't play around. If the bucket's there for him, he's going to get it.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. And you combine Hachimura's power with that 7'2" wingspan, Greg. He's physically built to succeed in a positionless NBA.
And add to that, Kevin, he's got solid athleticism along with a versatile skill set. Hachimura still needs to work on creating off the dribble, shooting the jump shot with consistency, but with his work ethic, there's a good chance he turns those into strength.
Robinson finds Morant. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And Morant gets to go on the assist by Jackson.
Durant.
Jackson's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Neto, guarded by Morant. Neto can't get it to go. Memphis is gone 5 of 8 from 3-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Second shot opportunity. Here's Fallon Chivitz. And finally,
Set off at the rebound.
Allen Chivitz has got
Valanciunas, he is capable of doing real damage on the offensive board.
And the shot is good.
He's been fantastic, but he can't do it all by himself. Some of the other guys need to lighten the load and step up.
To the middle, here's Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Oh, it's huge when Evan Valanciunas puts together games like these. I mean, showing how dominant he can be.
And it's Neto with the ball. He'll bring it up for Washington. Pass to Len. It's Beal on the wing. Fires the three. Brooks grabs the board. Brooks has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Robinson misses. Wizards have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Beal against Robinson. And that one is good from Bradley Beal. Beal's got 6 in the quarter. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Outside, Robinson fires for 3. Here's Valanciunas, and there's 2 points.
You just cannot hit a fucking...
Valanciunas got 19 points for Washington. They've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Here's Neto, guarded by Morant. There's Beal with the 3. It's rebounded by Memphis.
A lot of damage from 3-point range in the first half, but so far in the second, he hasn't done a thing.
And the best of Valanciunas. Over Avdia. And it's Bradley Beal with the rebound. Washington has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Pass to Avdia. Inside, here's Len. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Really a 3-point opportunity.
Robinson passes to Anderson. Back to Robinson. Kicks to Morant. And they double up Morant. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
And here are the Grizzlies now. Shot clock at 6. Robinson for 3. Bryant with the rebound.
He's forcing things a little bit in this quarter, settling for shots that he'd be better off passing up.
Avdia can't hit. And the Grizzlies leading by 22. Pass to Robinson. And the foul on Daniel Gafford. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
That's his 4th foul. Now he's going to have to be careful. Still a little ways to go with only 2 fouls instead.
And Washington making a change here. Hachimura is checked in. Robinson kicks to Anderson. Back to Robinson. To the inside. Here's Valanciunas. It's tipped. They get it back. And that one is good.
And when you get this kind of shooting from him, 100% from the field, they're going to be tough to beat.
Beal against Morant. Unloads from 13. And that one is good from Bradley Beal. Beal's got 33.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
And Robinson wide open. He shoots.
Just cannot make a fucking shot.
Great at staying in control.
Triple team him. They still couldn't stop him from scoring.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Here's Beal, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Brandon Clark. Free throw line numbers for him, 6 of 7.
And a lot of his points coming by way of the free throw.
Yeah, and after 1 year of collegiate basketball, Bill knew he was ready for the NBA. I say he was right.
Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Memphis. And a switcher also for Washington. Raul Meadows checked in for Daniel Gafford. Robinson with it. He's got 11. And they double up Morant. Clock is at 3. Brooks for 3. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas.
It's just for me.
It's his first foul of the game. And the bonus will go to the free throw line. Wizards shooting here about 46% for the game. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Beal. The Wizards with another miss. Memphis is strong 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Robinson misses.
That works just like they drew it up. Till the part where he short arms the ball.
Here's Neto. And the defense really pressing up on him. They've had a tough shot. And so it's Memphis, holding a very comfortable 25-point. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful.
Changes for Memphis. Robinson's checked in for Winslow. And it's John Morant in for Jones. Wizards making a switch here. They've got Robinson. Randy Clark is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's John Morant. And it's Brooks, and it's small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Beal, that's for 2. No good that time. And it's Memphis the other way. Robinson passes the front.
Double-double.
Big time kick as he slams it right over Len.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Hard love to attack that rim.
For the Wizards with possession. Now, Avdia. Beal, that's for 2. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Beal's got 18 points just in the second half.
They're going to be relying on him very late. I mean, just think about it. Hoping to come from behind. He just needs to keep doing what he's been doing. His three-point game hasn't been there for him today. But don't sleep on him. At any moment, he could get his touch back.
Stolen by Robinson. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break.
It's just for me. Enjoy this.
It's good. Head over the free throw line.
Steal short touch for
And
this.
so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game. Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for Washington. And Smith comes in for Beal. Chris Weeks.
Nice Beal fouled out.
They've added a pair of deep shots worth extra points. You know, if the league decided for the All-Star to test out a 4-point line, what would you think of it?
I'm not sure about the 4-point line yet. I think we'll always have time for that, but I don't think it's a need to rush for that. I think until everyone can shoot like Curry or most guys can shoot like that, that's just not changing because 1 or 2 guys can. When we look at offensive efficiency and other statistics, still a lot of ways to
Way up in transition.
improve.
Shot like
And they're welcoming innovation, but this is something that I think we're jumping ahead at times.
Hutchison passes to Len. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That free throw good from Len. Both free throws good from Len. And here's Moran. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Now, here is Robinson. To the paint. Beautiful finish.
jump hook layup.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Great off ball movement.
Smith surveying the D. Down low. Here's Hutchison. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
No, you get it inside like this, you're going to get a high percentage shot almost every time.
Here's Robinson.
Layup.
Good. Nice assist from Morant. And that's now 17 points for Robinson.
That is why Morant was second overall in 2019. Giles' ability to move the ball creates hoops for others.
Here's Hutchison. Brooks covering.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
It's going to just being in the right place at the right time.
3-pointer in transition.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they needed him, he's been their safety valve.
Smith against Morant. Over to the left wing. Passes to Hutchison. Chris, you had some great battles with those guys in the 2020 Hall of Fame class, like Kobe Bryant and
This is for me. Transition.
We're going to join them in Springfield in the Hall of Fame soon as well.
Well, thank you, Kevin. I appreciate that. It was an honor playing against these guys. You know, when you think about Kobe and the Mamba mentality, as a friend, you just miss that competitive spirit, and it was an honor to call him an opponent and a friend. Tim Duncan, you had to be prepared when you went up against him and his great Spurs team. Same with Kevin Garnett, just energy and passion, and one of my favorite players of all time. So it was an honor playing against him and an honor to call him friend.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. The Grizzlies making a change here. Washington has got a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Grizzlies.
As one-sided as it gets today. You know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
This is for me.
And so that stretched their victory total to 19 on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Robinson.
His passes were crisp tonight. Pinpoint. So many easy buckets came off his assist.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
And floor spacing is key for any offense, and that's what makes having a center like Bryant so valuable.
Yeah, Jay, his confidence from beyond the arc grows every year. Has a smooth shot release, nice touch, and pop it right on the top of pretty much any defender. He's only going to get better.
Winslow finds Robinson. And here is Clark. 6 on the shot clock. There's Winslow. And it falls over the rim and in.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, I love how they play for one another out there. No signs of selfishness. Just a total team effort.
Here's Bryant. And the basket is good. And he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, because of Bryant's strong frame, he's never really afraid to throw contact.
No turnovers for me.
As they get the wheel. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but we have to appreciate appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Allman, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.